One of the interesting tree of desert lands is Egyptian balsam, also known as desert date or Egyptian myrobalan, soapberry, green thorn tree, delil tree. The tree was named as Ximenia by Linnaeus, whereas Adanson named it as Aegialid. But ultimately it was Alair Delisle who in 1813 named it Balanitis. Balanitis aegyptiaca because it is also found in Egypt. Moreover, in Egypt it was under cultivation for 4,000 years. So it is having the green thorns, spiny tree, small size tree. So it is named as Egyptian thorn, green thorn. It has some kind of gummy exudate. So it is also known as Egyptian balsam. Its fruit is also used and it is of date size fruit, so also known as desert date. These plants are also, especially the fruits, are also eaten by the elephants, and elephants also help in its seed dispersal. The mention of hingote is also found in the Ramayana period, and it also finds mention in Kalidasa's writings, especially Abhigyan Shakuntalam. Such an important tree historically under cultivation in Egypt for 4,000 years and used as medicine, as famine food, as biofence. This particular tree, why it was named as Balanitis aegyptiaca? Basically the word is coming from balanos, which means a corn like fruit, superficial resemblance with a corn like fruit, and aegyptiaca because it was under cultivation for quite 4,000 years long period in Egypt. So it is the Balanitis aegyptiaca, one species, and another species Balanitis roxburghi, named after William Roxburgh, also known as the father of Indian botany. This particular tree is known in Gujarati as a hingori, and there it is used as antidote against the arrow poison, also as abortifacient. This particular fruit is also molluscicidal in action. It can kill snails, copepods, which act as intermediate host for the human parasitic worms like Bilharzia, Schistosoma, and guinea worm Dracunculus. This particular bark of the as well as fruits, they are used against the larvae Myristidia and Cercaria. There is one village near Indore called as Gautampura, and it is said that there is a tradition of playing with the hingotes as the fireworks. Actually, hollowed fruits of hingote, Balanitis aegyptiaca, they are filled with gunpowder, and burning hingotes are thrown at each other. There are two teams, one from Gautampura, which is called Tura, and another from Rungi village, and that team is Kalgi, and these two teams, they play after Diwali. That is called Dhok Padwa, after Diwali. And this particular practice is age old, but it came into the limelight in 2014 when many persons were injured, and after that it was revived, but it can also even one year there was a killing of one person. So this is dangerous game, but it is in the practice in Madhya Pradesh. Its wood is very useful. It is have the smooth finish, and it is used for the making of yokes, kitchen spoons, pestles, mortars, tool handles, stools and combs. It is also used as firewood, as a biofence. Its calorific value is very good. It emits more heat and less smoke. It is very good as charcoal. Even charcoal has the potential to be used as industrial activated charcoal. Seeds, they are boiled in boiling water, and then germination also hastens, but they are also edible. They are prepared into some kind of beverages, alcoholic drinks in Africa. Traditionally, hingori was used against jaundice, against worm infestation, for the wound healing, even against malaria, syphilis, epilepsy, useful against constipation, diarrhea, asthma, fever, also as emetic, purgative, and it can treat the heartburn. Apart from these, its fruit mesocarp is reported to be antidiabetic and is antioxidant also. Fruit sweet meat is eaten in Ghana. Liquor is made in Nigeria. It's also used in soup making in Sudan. Its young leaves and shoots are also used as vegetable. Flower, nectar is also sucked by the tribals. Its orange red resin is chewed for health benefits. Its kernel oil is high in the oil content. About 50% seeds contain the oil. Roots are purgative, vermifuge. Decoction is used in malaria, swellings, edema, and even in the stomach disorders. Vark is used for deworming the cattle in Rajasthan. Wood, gum, along with maize or sorghum is used as porridge, and that is supposed to be good for chest. It has the saponins, that is basically diasgenin, which is also found in Dioscorea deltoidea, but mostly in Dioscorea composita. That is also found in the fruits and bark of the Balanitis aegyptiaca. Another saponin, yamogenin, which is usually found in methi, is also found in this tree, and they are the precursors of the corticosteroids used in the pharmaceutical industry. Seed oil is also used for soap making. Its bark is also source of fiber. Its resin or gum is used as glue in handles, broken spearheads. Such popularity in the desert lands of our Gujarat, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh and African nations including Egypt, Sudan, Tanzania reflects this particular tree has the rich folklore, and this particular plant is also associated with elephants and even the gorillas who use it as food. So there are many other species which are mostly found in African continent, and one species which is found in Angola, Botswana, Namibia is Balanitis angolensis. This is called as Angolan green thorn. Its fruit is edible, and Himba tribes use the roots for the treatment of various ailments of breast. Ointment of burnt wood is also used. It is also used for the urinary troubles by the Himba tribe. Another species, Balanitis glabra, is found in East Africa, Somalia, Ethiopia, and it usually shares the habitat with Opuntia traparthor. Its wood is useful in carvings. Leaves are exploited as fodder, and fruits are mildly poisonous, but they are eaten. Another species, Balanitis moghami, is used as torchwood by the natives in Africa. And there is one community in Namibia which has also been named after this plant as Groen Doring. Balanitis pedicularis is another species, which is a small green thorn torchwood or small torchwood tree found in sub-Saharan Africa. It is a multi-stemmed shrub. Leaves are bifoliate in all the species and droop is about 2.5 centimeter. In case of Balanitis aegyptiaca, it is little larger. It is also found in Ethiopia and Somalia. It is used as emetic by the Turkana people and also as food. Its wood is used for carvings and to make the torches, as we use the dhamman, Grevia optiva, in Jammu region. There is another species which is called as Balanitis rotundifolia. It is found in Saudi Arabia, Somalia, Sudan, and it shares the habitat with Commiphora mucul, Cumbretum, and Acacia. Its fruit pulp is edible and seeds are also eaten after boiling. There is also the source of the gum from this particular species, which is also known as Hanji God. Wood is used for utensils. Another species from India, also known as Balanitis indica, are now named as Balanitis roxburghi. This is found in Rajasthan. It is evergreen, small tree. Another species is Triflora, and very important species, and it's a tall tree, that is Balanitis wilsoniana. It is found in Central Africa and it has the buttressed tree trunk. So it's a huge tree. It is found in Ghana, Uganda, Tanzania, and in the Congo forests. Elephants, especially the African elephants, Loxodonta africana, helps in the seed dispersal. And then gorilla, east gorilla, west gorilla, they also use this fruits of this tree, Balanitis williamsoniana, as the food, and they are also fond of eating its fruits. So we see this tree, which was mentioned even by Kalidasa and Abhigyan Shakuntalam, even mentioned in the Ramayana period, and having that traditional Hingot war in Gautampura, Madhya Pradesh. Many species also linked with elephants. They are used by the local tribal population for the treatment of various ailments. This unique species belong to the family Zygophyllaceae, to which our Gokdu belongs. Tribulus terrestris, we call Pakhda in Dogri. The same family, a subfamily is Tribuloideae, to which Hingot belongs. Hingot and Pakhda are Gokdu, Tribulus terrestris and Balanitis. They share the same family. So flower character is similar. In case of Tribulus, we have the opposite compound leaves, pinnate leaves. But in case of Balanitis aegyptica, it is simply two foliolate. It is again compound. Earlier, even Isband, that is Syrian rue, Paganum harmala, was also included in the family Zygophyllaceae, along with Balanitis aegyptiaca and Tribulus terrestris. But now it stands segregated into another family, which is called as Natriaceae. These plants are basically adapted to the drought areas, but they are also found along the watercourses, but they can resist the drought. They are resilient and they can even grow in scorching summer. And these particular trees especially the Belonotus is also the tree which is reported to be the nitrogen fixer.